Miriam Joy and welcome to my studio. Today we're going to be making this Christmas wreath, and I love this little wreath, and this was made for a little bit over $3. So this is a fun little thing that you can put together inexpensively and give as a gift. So let's get started on how we did this. I picked up these little wreaths, and these were at Dollar Tree, and when I first saw them, I thought, boy, those are sad little things. And I thought, you know what? I bet we could make these out to be a nice little wreath. So I picked one up. I also picked up from there, and they're all over the place this year, they're very, very popular, a glitter bow. And so just go look for one, and I picked up a bigger one, and I like the red color, but we're going to be using gold on the next little one. And then I also picked up a garland, and I liked the red and green, but any color that you like that brings out the brightness in it. And it has a little bit of a wire to it, so you want, that's real important, you want to make sure that your garland has that. And it was 9 feet. So I took the garland and I went over to the wreath, and I would take it a piece at a time and to the same length that the wreath was, and I would twist that wire around twice and cut it off. And if you notice, each sprig kind of has a space in between this poor little wreath, but that's just perfect for the garland, and it just really brightens this up and makes it a very festive and fun wreath. So you can cut them all at one time if you want to. Just make sure that you're not cutting them too long. You want to keep them the same size, not shorter, but the same size as your wreath branches. And I had exactly enough to, with the 9 feet of garland, to go all the way around this little wreath. Isn't that really neat? And how inexpensive that is to have a fun little wreath. So now we're going to take our little guy and put him on. But before we do that, I'm going to add some wax to him, because you know me, if it's a project, I have to add some Crayola to it. So we're going to add some red to this bow. If you come over to here, if the camera guy will zoom in for me, I'm going to show you what I did on this guy. I took my wax liner, which I will show you. I took my wax liner, which is a new project that we've just announced, and I did a whole bunch of scroll work on this bow, and then I came up to the top and I pulled some strokes. And I really should have done the scroll work up on top. I just was kind of getting tired of putting all of that work into him and wanted to be done, and so that's why I put the top part the way I did. But let's get started on the gold one. I'm going to use red to show on him, and I haven't decided if I want to do descending dots or swirls. So I'm going to test a part right there and see what I like. Now, the glitter likes the wax. It works really well on it. You can't quite pull as long as you want to with the other stuff, and I think by testing it that I actually like the descending dots better. So I'm going to just go with just a little bit of it, just to accent the gold, and especially this gold, to brighten it up. It needs some color in it. So we're just going to do the 3 random dots. And if you've never seen the Crayola design, go to my website, and my YouTube video, and there's a great YouTube called The Basics of Wax Design, and it'll teach you all of the little tricks that you kind of need to know to do this process. But see how we're already kind of brightening up our bow? We're giving it some color. And we're not doing much. It's not taking much at all. Any of the glitter items at Christmas time that are out like this, you can add the wax or the Crayola to because it's bright and colorful. On the glitter, I usually don't like to use a metallic or glitter color because you've already got the glitter. So I kind of stick away from that. Another little kind of trick is don't go over the area because you might drip, kind of come around it and then go to it. So if you happen to drop, you don't drop on your item. See if we can get one more right up in there. Okay, we're going to make sure we do the bows this time. And you could even come back in between each of these and add a green dot, just one single dot here and there, and I think that would be really cute as well to kind of add that sparkle. Be careful when you're going on the sides. You want to keep it as flush as you can because your color will run on you. So we want to make sure that we keep it as level as possible. And we're loading and then doing the 3 dots. It's what's making them get smaller as we're actually running out of wax. And then I'm not going to do it this time, but what I do after I complete the wax on this is I take it out and I spray varnish it before I put it onto the wreath. So I would suggest that you do that. And I'm only going to do the one little dot there in the middle. And it just gives it kind of a more unique look. Another great thing that I use gloss, and the gloss will shine up the crayon as well, instead of it going dull like it does when it's dry. Okay, so we're going to come over to our wreath now that we've decorated our other one. We're not going to worry about putting that guy back up. And these guys come with a wire. And I also found that these wreaths have a hanger on them. So if you position that up to the top, if I can find it again, you already have your little hanger. And I'm not sure I'm going to be able to find him. We're not going to worry about him right now, but there is a little hanger in these, so if you can find it, line it up so that you can hang your top. It should be on your top, up on that. So we're just going to wire this right on. And if you can't find a little bow or have a ribbon you want to use at home, just use your ribbon. And I'm just going to come in and I'm just going to glue the 3 bulbs on. And most of us have bulbs, if not, they're real inexpensive. There's a 6-pack at the dollar store. If you see any little wire ends, trim them off. You also could put the little tiny gourds, and don't be afraid to use the little Tennessee spinners. You could decorate these and put them nose down and make real small Christmas bulbs as well. You could decorate those with the alcohol inks, just going around and around with those. So we're just going to come in here and we're going to glue our bulbs on. Gold up at the top. But for your money's worth, I just love this little wreath. It's one of my favorites right now. Everybody always asks me what my favorite is, and I always say the last one. My husband says the next one. But I think this is really cute. And if you were going to a little Christmas party or something like that, needed a little gift to bring, wouldn't that be a great little hostess gift to bring? And I mean, it looks like you spent a lot of time or money purchasing it. So thank you for joining me today. If you have any questions about our little Christmas wreath, please email me at art@miriamjoy.com. For any of the wax products that we use today, please visit my website at miriamjoy.com. There's the YouTube link that takes you over to more Christmas videos, and we hope to be getting more of those for you, as well as a Facebook link, and you don't have to be a member. Just jump on over there. Right now, Christmas 2012, we're doing the 25 days of Christmas where we're having a winner every day on all kinds of fun projects. So thank you and God bless.